And the final one on here is letters of credit. Letters of credit, if you actually, anyone who's been looked at them, they're fundamental to the way that buying and selling occurs cross-border. And they're quite a complex set of up to 27 different individual documents that are exchanged and signed by the counterparty banks who represent the buyer and seller in the business network. They've been around for ages. A colleague of mine told me that they were actually developed sometime back in history, but effectively it's another example of why where we've actually been taking a business process and incrementally digitalizing it. That's right, it was the Knights Templar. I forgot that for a moment. But effectively, Knights Templar, going back many, many different centuries, for the ones who originally invented the concept of a letter of credit. And we can clearly go back and Google that if we want. But effectively, blockchain gives a way of combining letters of credit and actually making them work in a much smarter way. We can replace the concept of getting the letters signed by the different counterparties with something that's much more online and up to date. And we can even couple the concept of letters of credit with Internet of Things devices, where, for example, we could tell that a pallet of goods has actually crossed through an RFID sensor into a warehouse, and so we could then allow the seller to draw down a certain percentage of the letter of credit because we had surety through this RFID event that the goods had actually made it part of the way to the end customer. So again, a very, very powerful use case. The benefits really drawing down the times of execution to almost real time. We put less than a day to be on the conservative side there, vastly reducing costs, also vastly reducing risk for both the seller, the buyer, and the correspondent banks who were involved in the process. So again, something very powerful and also very similar to a number of other cross-border import and export systems that we've been doing with blockchain that we'll come on and look at later.